One thing that immediately caught my eye is this graphic right here. 175 feet range? Is that even possible for a CO2 powered 68 caliber launcher like this one? Well, my range unfortunately doesn't reach that far, so we'll try with the maximum 150 feet that my yard allows to see how true the box actually is. All right, my friends, 150 feet. I have never done this with a less lethal, so let's see what happens. Ooh, it hit the tree. Okay, folks, I'm gonna give it a try at 100 feet. "50 feet from target." As we saw, 150 feet was perhaps a bit too optimistic. Once again, I just pulled this gun out of the box and started shooting. So I don't believe it's impossible. I think that once you get to know this launcher, once you adjust your sights properly, again, and you practice enough with it, I'm sure you can absolutely hit a target at 150 feet. Now, this is just for fun. I mean, 150 feet is the most extreme distance. It's not even considered or considerable for home or self-defense. So again, this is just for fun and to see the extremes, you know, how far we can hit with this. Now, I did see the balls getting very close to him, but actually none of them, if I have to rewatch the slow-mo, but I believe none of them actually hit or dispersed any powder. Now, everything changed when I reached 100 feet. From 100 feet, I was a lot more accurate. We hit the target, and we also got some dispersal of the pepper, or in this case of the powder. Also a lot of misses. We got closer once again to 50 feet. Now that is more, a little bit more realistic in the home self-defense range, although that is still far. And again, much better hits, much stronger, and much more powder. And finally, the last 7 shots were from 30 feet, which is, now we're entering in what the FBI considers as home or self-defense distances. And I think we hit pretty much every single shot. Great dispersal of powder. Now, mind you, there were a few shots that bounced off his face. Obviously, this is made of rubber, so anything will bounce off. Had it been, you know, a proper structure, facial structure, for sure there would have been a bursting of the pepper ball. My friends, many of you already know this launcher very well, and also so many of you have asked me to do a video about it. So here it is. I am finally proud to bring you one of the most successful, less lethal products to date, the SABRE 68 caliber home defense pepper launcher. Although, as the name suggests, this is a pepper ball launcher, I usually recommend alternating pepper balls with hard-hitting projectiles when loading a magazine, just to cover more possible scenarios. And since we just had a good look at the pepper balls, let's now try these lightweight, hard impact balls by SABRE against a softer surface like this 4-inch wide, 10-pound block of clay covered with a thin layer of clothing. All right, black on black. I don't even know where I hit. Let's have a quick look. Okay, so knocked off the head of our ashtray zombie here. But on the clay, this is the pretty minimal penetration damage. Of course, this launcher is not made for penetration, but we can see again what kind of impact it has on a material like clay. Now, I always say that the best thing is to load a magazine by alternating powder balls with hard-hitting ammo. But the cool thing about this launcher, one of its most unique features compared to all the other air guns of its kind, is that each magazine holds both the ammo and the CO2 cartridge. This way you can get extra mags and keep them loaded with whatever projectiles you want, autonomous and always ready to go, each with their own CO2 cartridge. And that, my friends, is just awesome. SABRE offers a variety of ammo, like these very effective pepper balls, or these training inert powder balls, and of course, these lightweight, strong compost kinetic rounds, which we'll now put against 4 1/4-inch Baltic birch plywood boards in a row from 20 feet to gauge the energy released on hard surface by measuring their penetration, or lack of, in these 1/4-inch Baltic birch plywood boards. All right, a brief look at our results here on the plywood boards. Doesn't seem like we did too much damage or too much penetration. Now, look at this board right here. Some of the balls penetrated, some of the balls got stuck, others bounced off. But look at the back of this thing. Look at those exits. Definitely shows some energy on this thing. Here are some balls. Now, looking at the second board right behind the first one, there's absolutely nothing. So yes, this launcher. Now again, I'm using these very lightweight projectiles. I usually shoot this, which I call the tunnel destruction, from 30 feet. That's kind of my standard for all these types of launchers. But I also use aluminum balls. I use different types of ammo. This time I'm sticking entirely with SABRE ammo. That's why I did decide to get a bit closer, 20 feet. And again, this right here is the result. Guys, go check out the SABRE website to find the many cool and unique features on this thing. But just to list a few, the barrel on this launcher is rifled. Yes, it only shoots round projectiles, and yes, the rifling threads are made exactly for that. Each unit has its own serial number, and it is purposely colored bright yellow to clearly be recognized as a less lethal defense tool. It is indeed a bit bulky, but it is also extremely light. As we saw, the magazine holds 7 shots, and the launcher has these adjustable fiber optic sights. That's what that thin Allen key that comes in the box is for. In addition, it has this short Picatinny rail for a laser or a torch. And finally, this is the grip safety, which obviously needs to be pressed in order to shoot. The activating of the CO2 on this model is a twist to pierce system. But if you are more into the bumping system, well, my friends, there's a new version on the way just for you. Want to know more? Well, go check out the Alternate Arms YouTube channel, as our friend John just interviewed a SABRE representative over at SHOT Show in Las Vegas and got a bunch of juicy details on some of the 2026 SABRE novelties. I'll link the video below. All right, folks, it is finally time to get some numbers and to see how powerful this launcher actually is on paper. We're going to insert a fresh CO2 for this, and we have 7 of SABRE's projectiles, the kinetic projectiles in here. They weigh 4 grams, and we're going to put them through the chronograph, measure the speed in feet per second. Now that that number on the bottom left of the chronograph screen is your foot-pound energy, and we'll also calculate the joules power. That way you have a complete picture of the power this unit outputs. Guys, Bo and I really want to thank all the channel's members and supporters for their kind monthly contribution. We cannot tell you how much we appreciate every single one of you guys for supporting the channel, supporting us, and just for showing your kindness and your support. So thank you so much. I'll leave a link down below on how you can become the channel's member or supporter. And thank you, all of you, again.